Ladies and gentlemen,
let me just talk about guns for a moment.
You're not going to be able to insult your way to the presidency.
The Affordable Care Act.
I defunded Planned Parenthood.
I am proud to announce
I'm a candidate
for president
of the United States.
So I'm hitting the road.
And we are going
to earn your vote.
To make our country great again.
The 2016 election is coming up fast. Candidates are rising and falling quickly. Their platforms mainly concentrate on social and economic issues, but none of them have mentioned what could be our biggest issue ever as a country. Everyone agrees, computers have made our lives easier, and we are more connected as a human race than ever before. Computers are organizing our lives, connecting the world, and even saving lives. However, our dependence on technology is not without risks. Since the invention of computers, some people have wanted to use them maliciously. The problem has gotten so bad there is a growing demand for specialists in the field of cyber protection and defense.
There are many different types of cyber threats. They really vary depending on the industry or the type of business.
Most people have heard about cyber fraud, which attacks a person individually through identity theft or invasions of private information, including, but not limited to, bank accounts. Every computer that is connected to the internet is vulnerable. One of the most common attacks is called a denial of service, or DDoS attack. These attacks shut down an individual computer's ability to access the internet or a specific service or function. Distributed denial of service, or DDoS attacks, are more widespread and frequent. These attacks can happen to anyone or anything at any time. DDoS attacks shut down an entire network or multiple computers' ability to communicate. The potential range of DDoS attack targets is huge. It could happen to your home, your friend's Minecraft server, your business, or even our banking system. Another type of cyber attack is at the business or corporate level.
Small businesses and other companies need to be concerned simply because whether you are a pizzeria or your Walmart, technology drives just about everything within any company.
In 1998, a 12-year-old boy successfully hacked into computer systems that controlled the Roosevelt Dam in Arizona. He could have opened the dam's floodgates and dumped nearly 500 billion gallons of water on the Arizona cities of Mesa and Tempe. Fortunately, he did not.
This unverified incident is only one example of how vulnerable our computer-based systems are to outside hackers.
SCADA systems are a type of industrial control system.
It stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition.
They're the core of many manufacturing processes.
It's control system security. It's what you get that is controlling industrial systems or power plants, things that for various reasons need to be regulated to have their state changed or read. It could be a dam, could be a power plant, could be a machine in a factory.
In October of 2013, researchers found 25 security vulnerabilities in these systems, the most alarming of which is the fact that most SCADA computer systems still use the default password set by the manufacturer, which can be easily found by anyone who knows how to operate Google.
That was easy.
According to Security Week magazine, the number of SCADA attacks doubled in 2014. In 2009, the Department of Defense established a group of agents called the U.S. Cyber Command. Instead of armed combat, this group fights on a different battlefield. The Internet.
U.S. Cyber Command and its subordinate elements have been given a responsibility to direct, operate, and secure the department's systems and networks, which are fundamental to the execution of all of DoD's missions.
Even though it is a fairly new division, funding of the U.S. Cyber Command is already under attack. Since 2014, their funding has dropped from about $550 million to about $460 million. That's a loss of over $80 million. The U.S. Cyber Command and similar defense branches are becoming more and more important because as technology evolves, so does the possibility of a cyber attack.
So when we look at the problems of what's commonly called cybersecurity, and as we go forward in time, as we get more advanced, more interconnected, both within countries like the US, where, I lived there for several years and I saw a lot of what was going on there, but onto the world at large, cybersecurity gets more complicated because a lot of the things that challenge us aren't just technical. A lot of them are bureaucratic, and a lot of them are jurisdictional. So it's all good for a US president or an EU leader or even a UN leader or a Chinese leader to make any changes they want in their own country, but the internet does not respect national boundaries.
Stuxnet, A computer worm allegedly developed by Israel and the United States as part of an attack on Iran's nuclear facilities showed that an international cyber war is now a very real possibility.
Stuxnet is a virus that is targeted towards SCADA. Again, think of the oil industry, the gas industry, all the different industries that use automated control processes to operate. What the Stuxnet attack against Iran brought to bear is a realization that our critical infrastructure needs to be better protected.
So I think it's critical for our president and for any candidates, potential presidents, to be familiar with cybersecurity. I don't think that they need to be experts in the field. You want to be knowledgeable enough about the topic and identify if people really truly know what they're talking about.
The American public should know that our presidential candidates have a good and solid plan to defend our nation against these types of attacks.
Imagine if the grid was shut down with no access to your technology. How would it disrupt your life? Cyber warfare is an effort to attack our way of life on a personal, national, and even global level. The possibilities could be catastrophic. Cyber warfare has no geographic, cultural, or political boundaries, and no moral compass. If we do not prepare for a defense against cyber attacks, the future of humanity is in jeopardy. This defense will require a comprehensive understanding from tech industry and world leaders, including our next American president. Technology companies introduce new products and platforms as the next big thing, but little attention is given to cyber warfare, the next big problem.
Lights. Camera. Zachtion.